Today we are here in Suwanee, Georgia, which is a town just north of Atlanta, about 40 miles, and it's situated right in between Duluth and Beaufort, Georgia. So Suwanee is a town that we get a ton of calls from people just like you watching at home, and there are so many great things to love about Suwanee. You're in a perfect location, you're so close to a ton of other towns, you're right off of 85, so it makes for a really easy commute. It's charming, it's got fantastic schools, and there's always something to do. However, there are some drawbacks to living in Suwanee, and today we're going to cover real reasons why you should consider not moving to Suwanee. Hi, I'm Sarah Maslowski with KeyPoint Homes Group, and I help people just like you relocate here to the North Metro Atlanta area. So today we are here at Suwannee Town Center, and it is by far one of the most popular places here in Suwanee. You've got great restaurants, great shopping, and you can enjoy the great outdoors. So one thing that you need to know about living in Suwanee is that it is very popular. For all the reasons that you may have Suwanee on your list, and if you haven't checked out this video, make sure you check this video out. We go into so much detail about why you would love living in Suwanee, but so many people have chosen to relocate here. Suwanee is in Gwinnett County, and that's actually the second largest county here in Georgia. In the past 10 years alone, over 150,000 people have moved into Gwinnett County, and a lot of those people have chosen to make Suwanee their home. So if you're wanting to be in an area with not a lot of people, Suwanee is not going to be on your list. So with all the people that are moving to Suwanee comes another headache of a lot of people, and that is a ton of traffic. That is by far one of the biggest complaints that we have from locals that live here in Suwanee. And let me just tell you, from being a Georgia native, almost any town that you talk to someone living in it, they are going to complain about the traffic. When you have people that have lived here for so long and then a town grows, well, with that comes traffic, and then you also have to expand the infrastructure to accommodate all the extra people. Locals don't really like change a whole lot. Take it from this person. A Suwanee native says that she feels like the traffic just got bad this last year on McGinnis. It's road construction and new developments on a small 2-lane road. Hopefully, once that's finished, that helps. Another person said, honestly, the only thing I really don't like is the traffic. So, like I said, if you're from here, obviously you're going to feel the effects of the traffic and it's going to seem like a really big deal. But you may be watching this from a much bigger town and you may think that this traffic is a joke. Another reason that you may not want to consider moving to Suwanee is the lack of good shopping. And I say that's kind of relative. So if you watch any of my other videos, you know that I talk a lot about having access to a Target. And surprisingly, Suwanee does not have a Target. Now, if you look at the map, technically there is a Target, but you'll see that it's almost touching Johns Creek. If you actually live in the heart of Suwanee, you're driving like 15 minutes to get to this Target. Another thing that locals complain about is not having a Trader Joe's local to them. Now, me living in Gainesville, driving to a Trader Joe's takes me 45 minutes, so I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for people in Suwanee complaining about having to drive 15-20 minutes to the Trader Joe's in Peachtree Corners or Norcross. But that is something that you need to keep in mind, is that there's not a Trader Joe's here. Another thing that's not here is a big mall. So whenever you are needing to go shopping at a mall, you're gonna go to the Mall of Georgia, which is 15-20 minutes from right here in Suwanee, or you're gonna drive over to Alpharetta and check out the Halcyon, Avalon, or the collection at Forsyth incoming. So with all the people and the traffic in Suwanee comes higher home prices. Y'all, it's expensive to live in Suwanee. At the time of filming this video, the average home price was $659,000. Just 2 years ago, in March of 2021, the average price of a home here in Suwanee was $369,000. That is a drastic increase. And it's not only the cost of homes that have gotten expensive, apartments have gotten more expensive as well. So the average cost of a 2-bedroom apartment here in Suwanee is going to put you in the $2,000 price mark. And if you're looking to rent a single family home, well, that's gonna be like in the upper 2000s, almost $3,000 to rent a single family house. So if you're thinking about moving to Suwanee, it's expensive, and so that's one thing you need to know, and maybe a reason why you might not want to consider moving here. So with those higher home prices comes more competition for homes here in Suwanee. Inventory is at an all-time low, and y'all, that's creating not only for those higher home prices, but it's really hard right now to find a house. Inventory is just slightly higher than what it was during the pandemic. So So right now we have about a 1.2 month supply of inventory, and that's roughly exactly what it was like during the height of the pandemic and the crazy bidding wars that we were seeing. So speaking of those bidding wars, I've recently helped several clients try to find a home here in Suwanee. And for those good houses that are in a good location and it's staged well and it's in good condition, you guessed it, there have been bidding wars on those houses. Thankfully, it hasn't been anything like it was during the past 2 years where we're seeing like astronomically high over asking sales prices, but it is something that we are seeing a return here in the market, and that's largely in due part to the small amount of inventory that's on the market. So if you don't want to compete for a home, you might want to take Suwanee off your list. If you're looking for a home with lots of space in the backyard, I'm talking about like acreage, and you want chickens, well, Suwanee is not going to cut it, and it's not going to be for you. Most all houses here are in neighborhoods, and you're almost exclusively going to find them in swim tennis communities. So those are neighborhoods with an HOA, and you're going to get the great amenities like swim and tennis, and you're going to pay the HOA fee that comes along with that. Now, most of the houses and neighborhoods here in Suwanee are going to be older houses, so that's something to keep in mind. If you're wanting brand new construction, you're going to have new townhomes that are going to give you plenty of new construction options, but you're going to have a really small backyard or virtually no backyard at all when it comes to a townhome. So you have to be comfortable living in maybe an older house that has been renovated or living in a brand new construction townhome. One of our favorite neighborhoods here in Suwanee that features these older style homes that have been renovated is Old Atlanta Club. Home prices in here range from the 600s up to $1 million, and it features an 18-hole golf course. You've got a restaurant, 6 lighted tennis courts, pool, everything that you can think of. This neighborhood has it. Another fantastic neighborhood in Suwanee is Morning View. Now this has even more amazing amenities like a playground, fitness center, a junior Olympic-sized swimming pool. You've also got a kids pool and a feature that everyone loves, the adults only pool. Plenty of tennis courts and a tennis pavilion. Now this neighborhood is a neighborhood that's also gotten quite expensive. You're gonna find home prices in this neighborhood start in the 500s. Another favorite community in Suwannee is Suwannee Station. Now like I mentioned earlier, there are quite a few townhome communities in Suwannee, and this is a great opportunity to get into Suwannee at a lower price point with great amenities like the swimming pool, pickleball, a fabulous clubhouse with fitness center. You've got just about everything in there, and townhomes in here range from about $350,000 to the low 400,000s, and you have an awesome monthly HOA fee of only $119. So there is a lot to love about living in Suwanee. In fact, we have a ton of videos that go into just that. And as we covered today, there are some things that not to love about being here. It's expensive and it's crowded. You've got lots of traffic, and you're gonna have to fight to get a home here. Not literally fight, but fight with your dollars, right? So there are some things not to love about living here, and that's okay. We have plenty of other towns for you to choose from if Suwanee does not end up making your short list. And I'm curious, were any of the cons something that you had already put on your list about Suwanee? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you're thinking about making a move here to the North Metro Atlanta area, make sure you reach out to our team. My contact information is directly below this video. In the meantime, make sure you check out this video.